Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something I know a lot of you are wondering about.
Yeah.
How do you actually grow on TikTok organically?
Yeah, it feels like some accounts just, blow up overnight. Looks like pure luck sometimes.
Right, you see the views, the followers piling up and think, how? But we reckon there's more strategy than chance involved here.
Definitely. And that's what this deep dive is all about. We're going to unpack the real, actionable tactics that successful creators use. No shortcuts, just solid strategies for lasting growth.
And if you're serious about planning your content and understanding trends, you might want to check out a resource like rapidboost.net. They offer analytics and insights that can really help with that strategic side.
Good point. Having data helps cut through the noise.
Exactly. So today, we're looking at the algorithm, optimizing your profile, content creation, the whole shebang, consistency, finding your niche, hashtags, SEO even.
And engagement. Can't forget engagement. It's about building a real presence, not just, hoping for a viral hit.
Let's start with the big one, the algorithm. It feels like a mystery box sometimes.
It can feel that way. But the interesting thing about TikTok's algorithm, compared to maybe some others, is its focus on individual video performance over, say, your account's history or total follower count.
Okay, so a new video from a smaller account can actually take off if it hits the right notes.
Precisely. It's democratic in that sense.
Yeah.
The algorithm's watching how people interact right away. Key things are engagement rate, especially shares and comments. Those seem to carry a lot of weight.
Right, not just likes.
Not just likes. And then there's watch time. Are people watching the whole thing? Are they even watching it again? That tells TikTok, hey, this is valuable.
Makes sense. Keep them hooked.
Yeah. And finally, relevancy. Is your content consistently about a certain topic? That helps the algorithm figure out who else might want to see it. So you need content that grabs attention instantly, delivers value, and gets people to, react.
Instantly is the key word there, isn't it? Those first couple of seconds.
Absolutely make or break. But before we get deep into the content itself, let's talk profile. That's kind of your shop window, right?
Totally. Your digital storefront.
Yeah.
Someone lands there. What makes them hit follow?
Okay, so optimization here is crucial. First, your profile picture needs to be clear, recognizable, something that represents you or your brand.
And the bio. I see so many different approaches.
Keep it short, like under 80 characters, punchy. Tell people immediately what you're about, what kind of content they can expect.
Get straight to the point.
Exactly. And if you've got a business account, use that clickable link. Use it strategically linked to your site, your shop, whatever makes sense.
What about pinned videos? I see those used a lot.
Oh yeah, super important. Think of them as your trailer. Pin 3 videos that perfectly showcase your core topics or your best performing stuff. Between the bio and pinned videos, a new visitor should instantly get what you do.
So, zero confusion. Clarity is king.
Absolutely. If they have to guess, they'll probably just scroll on by.
Okay, profile sorted. Let's talk creating those videos. That crucial 1-2 second hook. How do you actually do that? It sounds hard.
It is challenging. You're fighting against the infinite scroll, right? So you need to interrupt the pattern.
Pattern interrupts. Like what?
Maybe a surprising visual right at the start, something unexpected. Or ask a really compelling question that hits a pain point for your audience, like, ever wondered how to double your followers in a week?
Ah, okay, so it draws them in immediately.
Right. Or you could tease the outcome. Show a quick glimpse of the amazing result or the final reveal right at the beginning, then show how you got there. Think about what makes you stop scrolling. Apply that.
That's a good way to think about it. Now, video length. Is it always got to be super short, like 7-15 seconds?
Well, those short videos often get great completion rates, which the algorithm likes, no doubt. But don't be afraid to go longer, even up to 60 seconds or more now, if the content justifies it.
So if the story needs it, it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But every single second has to count. You need to keep that engagement high throughout. Cut the fluff. If it's longer, make sure it's packed with value or compelling storytelling. Quality of attention matters more than just length.
Got it. Trim the fat. Now, trends. TikTok lives on trends. How do you use them without just blending in?
The trend tightrope. It's tricky. Trends give you discoverability, for sure, but you need your own spin.
Your own flavor.
Exactly. Don't just copy-paste. Use the trending sound or challenge as a kind of template, but apply it to your niche, your perspective.
What if a trend just doesn't fit your usual stuff?
And then maybe try a brand twist. Can you make a humorous take related to your field? Or an educational spin, get creative. But timing is key too. Trends fade
So
fast.
you need to be quick. How do you even find them early?
TikTok's own Creative Center is a great tool for that. It highlights rising sounds and effects. And, studies have shown that brands using trends creatively but staying on brand can see a real engagement bump, maybe up to 30%.
Wow, okay. So it's worth figuring out how to weave them in authentically.
Definitely. It shows you're part of the platform's culture.
Right. Okay, so you're making great content, maybe using some trends. What about posting frequency? How often do you need to show up?
Consistency is probably one of the biggest factors for long-term growth. It tells the algorithm what you're about, and it sets audience expectations.
People know when to expect something new.
Exactly. If you look at successful creators, they almost always have a regular schedule. Aiming for maybe 3 to 5 high-quality posts a week is a solid goal for many.
Quality over quantity, though.
Always.
Ugh.
Don't burn out trying to post multiple times a day if the quality drops. Batching can help peer film several videos in one session.
Smart. Save time and stress. Any tips on when to post? Does time of day matter much?
It can, yeah. General wisdom, like from HubSpot studies, often points to late afternoon or early evening in your audience's time zone, people scrolling after work or school.
But it depends on your audience.
Absolutely. The best data is your own analytics. Dive into your TikTok analytics, see when your followers are actually online and engaging. Test different times.
Personalize it.
Yeah.
Okay. We talk trends, but also niche focus. That seems almost contradictory.
It does seem that way, but it's actually key. Back in the early TikTok days, maybe more random stuff went viral. But now, success often comes from being hyper-focused.
Like, really specific.
Yeah. Think sustainable fashion specifically for college students or DIY home office upgrades on a budget, that kind of laser focus. Find your thing, your passion or expertise, and go deep.
So you become the go-to person for that specific topic.
Exactly. You attract a really dedicated community who genuinely cares about that specific thing. Much more valuable than random viewers.
And how do you nurture that community once they find you?
It's got to be a two-way street. Think beyond just posting. Maybe create a series around a topic. Use playlists to group related content. That encourages follows.
Keeps them coming back for the next part.
Right. And use interactive features. Q&A stickers, polls in your stories or videos, ask questions in your captions. Get them involved. Make it a conversation.
A conversation, not a broadcast. Love that. So engaging with comments is part of that.
Oh, hugely. Reply to comments. Seriously. And even better, video replies. They feel personal, authentic, and TikTok seems to boost them too.
Video replies. Okay, that's a great tip. What about working with others?
Collaborations are gold. Duets, stitches, collabs with creators in your niche or adjacent niches. It introduces you to their audience, people likely interested in your stuff too.
Cross-pollination.
Exactly. And going live. Don't underestimate lives for real-time connection. Q&As, behind the scenes. It builds community and signals strong engagement.
You mentioned a case study, Nicole, the career coach. That sounded impressive.
Yeah, it's a fantastic example. She started with under 500 followers, committed to daily, short resume tips, just talking to the camera, really practical advice.
Okay, consistent value.
But the key was she replied to nearly every comment with a personalized video reply and did weekly live Q&As.
Wow, that's dedication.
It paid off. In about 9 months, she hit over 70,000 followers. All organic, no ad spend, just pure value and engagement.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Shows what's possible with that consistent effort. Okay, so we've got content, community. How do we make sure people find the videos? Hashtags and SEO time.
Right. Think of hashtags as signposts. Good ones guide relevant viewers to you. Bad ones, or too many irrelevant ones, can actually bury your content.
So not just hashtag everything.
No, be strategic. Use a mix, maybe 2-3 broader trending ones if they fit, like hashtag for you or maybe hashtag TikTok tips, but then add 2-3 highly specific niche hashtags that describe your video and audience.
Niche ones are key.
Very key. And refresh them sometimes. Don't use the same 5 forever. And make sure they're contextual. They should actually relate to the video content.
Makes sense. Now, SEO on TikTok, that feels new to me. People search on TikTok.
Increasingly, yes. People use it like a video search engine.
Yeah.
So you need to think about keywords.
Keywords, like in Google.
Sort of, yeah. Put relevant keywords terms your audience might search for naturally into your video captions. Describe what the video is about.
Okay, descriptive captions.
And add on-screen text with keywords too. If your video is how to bake sourdough, put that text clearly in the video. The algorithm can read it.
It reads the text on screen.
Wow. And it even seems to analyze text in comments. So engaging with comments using relevant terms might also help your video search ranking.
Fascinating. So Text everywhere matters. You had another example. Jamie, the language tutor.
Right. Jamie teaches conversational English. She started optimizing captions and on-screen text with phrases like conversational English tips or speak English fluently.
And it worked.
Big time. Her videos started ranking in TikTok search for those terms, brought in thousands of organic followers actively looking for exactly that kind of help. Powerful stuff.
Definitely powerful. Okay, hashtags and SEO for discovery on TikTok. What about getting your content seen elsewhere? Cross-promotion.
Absolutely vital. Don't keep your great TikToks locked away. Repurpose them.
Like putting them on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Just make sure you remove the TikTok watermark first. Platforms prefer native uploads.
Good tip. What else?
Embed your best TikToks on your blog or website. Drives traffic back. Include highlights in your email newsletter. It reminds people you're active there.
Spread it far and wide.
Strategically, yeah. And collaborations, we mentioned them for engagement, but they're also huge for cross-promotion. Think of it as growth hacking.
For growth hacking how?
Guesting on each other's channels, doing content swaps like a day in the life, creating a joint series. You're tapping directly into another relevant audience. It's a shortcut to new interested followers.
Smart. It's like borrowing trust and reach.
Exactly. Find creators where there's natural overlap and team up.
Okay, this has been incredibly thorough. Let's try and pull it all together. For someone listening right now, what's the actionable framework? The step-by-step.
Okay, let's break it down. 1, define your niche and audience. Really know who you're talking to and what unique value you offer. Brainstorm, validate demand.
Know your corner. Okay.
2, optimize that profile. Good picture, clear bio, under 80 chars, strategic pin videos. Make that first impression count.
Shop window ready.
3, content calendar. Be realistic, aim for consistency, maybe 3 to 5 times a week. Batch create to make it manageable. Quality first.
Plain and batch. Got it.
4, create highly engaging videos. Nail the hook. Personalize trends. Have clear calls to action. Make them stop scrolling.
Kokomart.
5, hashtags and SEO. Smart mix of broad and niche tags. Refresh often. Write searchable captions. Use on-screen text keywords. Think discoverability.
Be findable.
Right. 6, engage, engage, engage. Reply to comments, video replies. Go live, collaborate, build that community. It's a conversation.
Talk with them, not at them.
7, track, test, optimize. Pay attention to your analytics. What's working, what's not. Adjust topics, formats, posting times based on data.
Let the data guide you.
And 8, cross-promote wisely. Share on Reels, Shorts, your website. Experiment with collaborations to reach new folks.
Amplify your reach. Okay, that's a solid plan.
Yeah, and remember, organic growth isn't usually a straight line up. There will be spurts, there will be plateaus. Stick with the process, experiment, and trust the data.
Brilliant. So the big takeaway really is, it's not about luck or just jumping on trends blindly. It's about knowing your niche, focusing relentlessly on giving your audience value, and consistent creative effort.
Exactly. Optimizing the profile, mastering those first few seconds, using trends strategically, and prioritizing real, authentic engagement.
And when you do that, you build more than just a follower count, right? You build an actual community, trust, opportunities, a real voice.
That's the real reward, isn't it? Beyond the numbers.
Absolutely. So a final thought for everyone listening. Think about the one piece of advice we talked about today that maybe felt the most surprising or even counterintuitive to you. What's one experiment you could try based on that this week on your own TikTok? See what happens.
Great challenge. Be bold. Test things out.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.